happy January 2nd. It's Janet Wakeland here with Remarkably Created, and we are less than 48 hours away now from the launch of the 2022 Stampin' Up! Spring Catalog. Tonight we're going to take a look at the 5 new embossing folders that can be found among the pages of that amazing catalog. So, and I don't have totally all the names. Some of them I shortened, so if I get them wrong a little bit, I apologize, but this is our Hive folder. It does give you a really pretty honeycomb look. We have our Bouquet of Love, and this is actually a hybrid bundle, so you'll get the folder as well as the dies that coordinate within that suite, and you'll be able to die cut that heart out. So that's our Bouquet of Love. This is 3-dimensional, which means you're going to get those really nice deep grooves in your paper, the really deep impressions from the folder. This one here you can see is 6 by 6. Then we have our gingham. And then we have 2 of our smaller border ones, stripes and splatters. These will fit in a mini embossing folder as well as the standard. So that's what's nice about these, is that you can actually go small with them. You can go in our portable mini. So let's just take a look at some of the papers. Let's start first with the Hive. And I just went ahead and embossed them on some different types of paper for you. One of my favorite ways to use embossing folders is on vellum, because it really does change the look of the vellum. So here you've got gold and vellum. Then looking at our gingham, again on vellum. Our gingham on Calypso Coral. And then gingham on one of our brushed metallics. And when you have something like this, a greeting, a little bit of ribbon, and you are quick and done. Then another one for you. This is that beautiful bouquet of heart. Look at that. Can you just see amazing shower and wedding invitations, anniversary, something to celebrate the 50th anniversary, or your silver anniversary, so you can see how just beautiful that is. You'll see the vellum version of that in just a second. And then we have our stripes. So again, on metallic for you. Went ahead and just did it on soft suede. I think that while this is stripes, it can also easily look like peeling paint, and can also have a little bit of a wood feel to it. So I think this one's going to be extremely versatile. Check it out on vellum. And again, depending on the side, you get muted here, but you're going to get more of the white, because it really kind of cracks the fibers that are in the vellum, and that's what gives you that white look. So really, really cool. And then the other one is the splatters. And it does have a paint splatter look to it, but I also think that it resembles splashing water. Okay, so now let's take a look at 3 projects that are going to give you 3 ideas for ways that you can use the embossing folders embossed paper. One, this here is that Bouquet of Love, and it is sandwiched between 2 pieces of cardstock. I just used our blending brush a little bit to add a little bit of color, and I just love white with crumb cake. It's one of my favorite combinations. So taking it when it's on vellum and creating a window card with it. In this case, again, I just sandwiched it between cardstock. So that's one pretty quick and easy way to go ahead and showcase the beautiful print of the embossing folder and just letting it take center stage. So that's one idea for you there. Then another idea is just to use partial pieces. This is our new honeybees. And in this case, I used the chalk marker, and I used a little bit of blends on the bees. Back to those blending brushes to add a little bit of color, but just taking and die cutting pieces out. There's no rule that says you have to use the entire piece. Just taking sections out just for that added emphasis against what you are making. And then let me pull these back in for just a second. One of the frustrations that I do hear from my customers is that these don't cover an entire background. What you end up with is a border on either side of your paper. Now you can line them up. These 2 especially line up really, really easily. and you can fill your paper that way. But instead of being frustrated by stuff, I love to look at it from a creative standpoint, and I allow what some people see as shortcomings to help me find ways to use that. And that's our final sample tonight, showcasing our really sweet little otters. And again, I told you those splatters to me look like water just as much as paint splashing around. So I went ahead and used the blends to color our sweet little otter swimming around in the water, and created a little ring with the layering circles. This paper here is that 4x6 Abstract Beauty, and it just fits really, really pretty here. Cut the greeting apart, and if you look real close, you're going to see that I used some of the clear gems that have the water droplets as well as the diamonds and circles in them, and they're perfect for working with the water. So this is just scratching the surface of things that are possible for you when you're working with the embossing folder. So don't forget, all of these amazing products that you see here go on sale just after midnight on January 4th. So stay tuned. We have another live video for you tomorrow night. And then on January 4th, I will be coming live to you every 2 hours from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. along with door prizes and lots of other creative fun inspiration from the catalog, guys. So thanks for popping on tonight. I hope your new year has gotten off to a fantastic and creative start.